Yes, welcome back to the program and this particular segment going live on our Facebook and YouTube channel as well. Now, a social media post has gone viral. It hashtag Mzansi patriotic forces. We call upon all South African citizens to stand and fight against the abnormal influx of illegal foreigners in our country. We are calling for the closure of all their businesses in our townships, and there's a meeting that's scheduled to take place in Tokoza Park, Soweto, on the 7th of July, 2020. That's tomorrow. And basically calling on foreigners to leave the township areas. I'm joined now online by Napoleon Webster, who has come out against this particular post because it draws on imagery from what took place in Marikana several years ago, the massacre there, and the using of some of the images to drive an anti-foreigner sentiment. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me to your live studios, and I'm great to be here to make some clarities. I'm honored.
All right, so let's start off. The picture that has been used there is one famous picture of a man who's come to be known as Mambush. He had that iconic green blanket wrapped around himself as he and his fellow miners and mine workers protested against the Lonmin mining company all those years ago. Why are you objecting to its use right now in this Nzansi protest march?
Um, it's because that picture it is a wrong picture to use because one, it is a picture of uh, miners who knew who the enemy is. Two, they knew that uh, uh, um, Africa is a country, and they could not segregate the African brothers because they did not actually cause the migrant laborers. These are the people who were recruited by the mining companies to try and divide the communities. You see, the mining companies, they cause all these divisions amongst the black people, and actually they work along with the system, the previous system of apartheid, whereby you divide people and rule them, and you, whenever you want, you can come up with something that they can fight amongst themselves. You see, it's and that's where really you'll blame the ruling party. So Mambush, if you look at the Lonmin massacre, the Marikana massacre, you'll find that there were a lot of foreign nationals who were killed in that struggle. Um, and the unity amongst the miners was never about where you come from. It was about, we are the miners and we will face the mining companies and confront them with whatever demands we have. So now you have people coming from, I don't know, wherever they're coming from. They're saying they're from Tokoza Park, or that meeting, using that picture. The picture that for me, it's a symbol of unity amongst Africans. These are matured men who went beyond the structural division and decided, we are going to unite as a black race. We are going to confront the mining company because these mining companies, they're not benefiting us, they're not benefiting the community, they're not benefiting Africa. So why should we be divided? So now you're using this picture. It's an insult to use such a picture that shows the maturity of Africans You know, we've got so many challenges that make us to be divided. We are aware that a lot of corporations they recruit like Zimbabweans, Malawians, and all that to try and create division. So people must attack the multi national corporations, not the innocent people. We
Now,
Yeah, not the
the
innocent people. They must attack the mining corporations.
Now, the particular Mzansi Patriotic Forces poster that has gone out, it says all foreigners with citizenship or not must leave our townships slash country by the end of the 7th of July 2020 at midnight. And the public and private sector must prioritize South Africans in everything. What does this say about the people behind it? Is this a real movement within the townships? Are people beginning to believe this kind of divisionary tactics?
No, it is very stupid. I think this is a political deception. You see, when politicians they steal and they commit all these acts of corruption, they'll come up with the with deceptions like this to deceive the people.
Oh, we seem to have lost that internet.
Honestly, we these people, if they were serious about whatever struggle they're in, they would face the real perpetrators, who are the policymakers, the lawmakers. Don't go to ordinary people who ran from those countries. You don't know what puts them here. It's so painful. Do they do they ever sit down with these people and hear their stories? Why are they here? And you may also find that it's South African government that actually took part in making sure that those people, their countries. I mean, I'll give you an example. Zimbabwe. Um, uh, when our country was told to put sanctions there, they refused. And perhaps they could have put sanctions in condition that is favorable to us, and push Robert Mugabe, for instance, to come up with uh, better conditions for their people. So now our government is failing us and is failing other countries. I mean, these people are coming from very terrible backgrounds. If you ever go to them and engage with them, you'll find that these people they're coming from terrible conditions. So
Mhm.
we are part of United Nations, and we seem to be caring. Why is the government not objecting this? Why is the government so quiet about this? It means they're endorsing this act of violence against the poor, indefensible people who are even afraid to go to the police, people who are afraid to seek um, any kind of help. These are these are vulnerable people. So the worst thing is when the government is keeping quiet.
Mhm, mhm.
This must have been investigated. These people must be arrested to show that we really care. We are a caring country.
There are others that argue that people coming into the country, foreigners, especially those who are undocumented, are putting major stresses on the very scant resources that we have as a country. Hospitals, schools, public transport, and jobs, for that matter, are being filled by people coming into the country who are willing to work at a much less pay. Are they not registered with trade unions? So they are open to discrimination and to abuse by employers. If, they don't have any legal standing in the country. How do you tackle that argument and explain to people that we've got to look beyond these boundaries that have been created through imperial and colonial times?
You see, these are the victims. These are the you don't have to harass them. Harass the people, the lawmakers. One, two, the people who employ them. Why don't these people, if they really, really value the humanity, why don't they try and find a way to register these people? Even our systems are. If you go to Home Affairs, you always see even South Africans suffering. It just tells you that a lot of things are not going according to plan. Even South
Mm.
Africans are suffering. So it is bad. It is bad. Honestly, it is bad. And again, it is not these people's fault. If these people that are willing to document themselves, so why don't you document them? Two, if these people are employed by multinational corporations, why don't you deal with these multinational corporations? Make the laws that will protect even South Africans, not only South Africans, even the same people, because now these people are vulnerable. For me,
Mm.
that's exactly what the multinational corporations like, because
Mm.
they'll rather employ these people who they can abuse their rights whenever they want and all that, you know.
Mr. Napoleon Webster, thank you so much. We're going to have to leave it there with this discussion. Time has run out. We thank you for your time. You go well, sir, and we'll speak to you
Thank you
again in the
very much,
future.
sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much.